Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Just carry empty bucket. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 47. The Song of the Bee. The bee. Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur said, some of our acharyas said the bee is Krishna. Krishna disguised as the bee. So Srimatiran is speaking to Krishna directly. Although Krishna is in Mathura, in Dwarka, Mathura, Dwarka, she was speaking to the bee, who is Krishna himself directly. So we have come to the end of Sujalpa, the 10th Chitrajalpa. 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 Chitrajalpas are 10. We have gone through all of them. There are 10 types of Chitrajalpa known as Prajalpa, Parijalpa, Vijalpa, Ujjalpa, Sanjalpa, Avajalpa, Abhijalpa, Ajalpa, Pratijalpa, and Sujalpa. That was the last one. So Acharya said, this Krishna assumed the form of the messenger bee in order to drink the sweetness of Radha's Chitrajalpa. So Krishna, Radharani is speaking to Krishna. So he knew she's going to express her feelings. Therefore Krishna took the form to hear what Radharani is saying about him. So text 22 is different section. Sukadeva Goswami said, having heard this, would have then tried to pacify the gopis, who were most eager to see Lord Krishna. He thus began relating to them the message of their beloved. 23. Sri Uddhava said, certainly you gopis are all successful and are universally worshipped because you have dedicated your minds in this way to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Whatever he's saying. Indeed, you whose minds are offered in this way to the Lord are certainly successful. Other devotees also offer their minds to the Lord, but we do not see their minds offered in this way. The way you have offered your mind to Krishna has not been seen by other devotees who have also offered their mind to Krishna. Devotees offer their mind to Krishna by constantly thinking about Krishna, constantly remembering Krishna, Krishna's activities. Devotees constantly do this. Uddhava said, what the gopis did is different. It's different, not the same. Indeed, you whose minds are offered in this way to the Lord are certainly successful. It's a success. For those whose minds have been stolen by Lord Krishna, that is successful life. One is considered to be successful when the mind has been taken away by Krishna. The gopis' mind is not taken by Krishna. Their mind itself is directly Krishna. Their minds are directly Krishna because they are expansions of Srimati Radharani, who is Krishna. In Krishna consciousness, we have complete knowledge. I know Jehovah's Witness Bible, Jehovah's Witness. The Bible changes every year, like a advanced dictionary changes every year. And wherever there is he, in the Bible they change it to she. They have a difficulty. In Krishna consciousness, we have both he and she complete. So you don't have a difficulty, except one want to create it, otherwise there is not. So you have God the Father, who is he, you have God the Mother, who is she. We have both. Radha and Krishna is what? God the Father, God the Mother. It's complete. The gopis are expansions of Srimati Radharani, who is directly Krishna. Therefore, it is not that we offer our minds to Krishna, but the gopis' mind is actually Krishna. Saudava is expressing that. Other devotees also offer their minds to the Lord, but we do not see their minds offered in the way you have done. In other words, your Krishna consciousness has no compare. Devotional service unto Lord Krishna is attained by charity, strict vows, austerities, and fire sacrifices, by japa, study of Vedic texts, observance of regulative principles, and indeed, by the performance of many other auspicious practices. Dana Vrata Tapu Homa Japa Swadhyaya Samyamai Seyo Vividhais Chanyai Krishna Bhaktirihi Sadhyate. Dan, charity. Brat Tapahoma. Strict vows, austerities, and fire sacrifices. Japa, study of Vedic texts, observance of regulative principles, and indeed, by the performance of many other auspicious practices. Devotion to Krishna can be awakened by various processes, sadhana, such as giving charity, if the only aim and objective is the pleasure of Krishna. Dan means donations given to Lord Vishnu and his devotees. Donations given to Lord Krishna and his devotees. Vrat. Observing vows such as Ekadasi. Ekadasi is famous in all the scriptures. Famous vows. All the scriptures. Ekadasi. Ekadasi is mentioned first. The moment you're talking of Vrat, Ekadasi is mentioned first. Ekadasi. So wonderful. Lord Machanda observed Ekadasi to go to Lanka. Yashoda Mai and Nanda Maharaj perform austerity. Ekadasi Vrat. 1 year. For 1 year. And Bharish Maharaj performed austerity, Ekadasi Vrat, 1 year. You see the result all of them got. And Bharish Maharaj performed austerity, observed Ekadasi for 1 year. Lord Krishna did not take his Sudarshan Chakra with him. Krishna mounted his Sudarshan Chakra in Ambarish Maharaj's kingdom. He doesn't carry his Sudarshan with him. That's the quality of Ambarish Maharaj's Ekadasi. So when he had difficulty, he didn't pray for Christian protection. It's a protection is already there waiting, waiting for anything, because Lord Krishna is always ahead of us. Always ahead. Ekadasi Brat, 1 year. Ramchandra Bhagwan, Yashoda Mai Nanda Maharaj, and Bharish Maharaj, the Jagyasitas. When Krishna is Krishna Avatari, 500 years ago, all his gopis, the gopis that are with Krishna, the gopis, they came with him from Goloka. Those who came from Goloka. And the gopis who joined with him from here. They are the Shruticharis, Municharis, and Jagyasitas. The three groups, they join with the Lord from here. They all perform austerity, Ekadasi Brat, to get to Krishna, to have to love Krishna and serve Krishna the way Samati really does. That was the intention. How can we serve Krishna the way you serve Krishna? So, of all the vrats, Samati really recommended Ekadasi. That was he recommended. And they followed for 1 year. So Krishna danced with the gopis after this Jagya and this Vrat was completed. So Ekadasi is famous. Who want to please Krishna was observed? Ekadasi. If you want to please Krishna, Ekadasi is famous. And also you see in Bhagavad-gīta, chapter 9, text 14 purport. Srila Prabhupada said, there are certain days which are called determined, like Ekadasi. See? Ekadasi first, then Janmashtami. Prabhupada said. Ekadasi. Always Ekadasi. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura, Bhaktivinoda Thakura, Haridas Thakura, they recommend Ekadasi if we want to transcend inattentive chanting. Ekadasi. We want to transcend Ekadasi. It's not a simple tapas. Renunciation of sins, gratification is for Krishna's sake. Krishna Pritya, what do you call it? Bhoga Tyaga, Krishna Pritya. We sacrifice our sense gratification to please Krishna. That is austerity. It's called austerity. Austerity is different from starvation. Starvation is different. Austerity is different. Voluntarily accepting inconvenience to please the Supreme Lord. That's austerity. It's voluntary, not imposed. That is renunciation. Homer, fire sacrifices dedicated to Vishnu. Jap, privately chanting the holy names of the Lord. Swadhyaya, study and recitation of Vedic texts such as Gopal Tapani Upanishads. But Gopal Tapani Upanishad is not mentioned among the name is not among the Upanishads. Gopal Tapani Upanishad is not there. But it's so prominent, it's so pronounced, but it's not mentioned among the Upanishads. Such a great book. Other auspicious practices refers to various scholarly aspects of devotional service. Since it has already been explained that the other practices, such as charity, austerity, and so forth, in themselves do not foster devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Yes, because demons can do all these things. What is the famous quality of Dhira? Famous quality, Dhira. No.
Anybody asking him? He could not allow umbrella over it.
Charity. Charity. So in Maharaj Yudhishthira's sacrifice, he was put in the treasury. He was put there. That was his service. Because charity. Is he a demon? According to Sanatana Goswami, Dhirodhan, Karana, they are partial incarnations of demons. The charity. They give charity. A demon. They are very charitable. Demons are charitable. And austerity, who can perform austerity like Hiranyakasipu? Who can do it? Austerity like him. So, these qualities themselves, they are not bhakti. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, I don't appreciate quality like sama. Being peaceful or other qualities, if they are not devotional, they have no value. They are no value. Don't you see sometimes non-devotees, they speak truthfully more than devotees? They are more responsible than devotees. Yes? More disciplined than devotees. So these things are there. And we have mentioned many times, it is not everything we do here that is bhakti. Cooking, cleaning, speaking. Many other services. In fact, all the activities we do, all of them, all the activities which we do in Christian consciousness, non-devotees are doing them. Is it not? All devotees. Non-devotees are doing them. So the activities which we do themselves are not bhakti, even when they are done in devotional environment. The Prabhupada gave one lecture in 1/8/20. It's a lecture Prabhupada gave. And then he mentioned, have you come here to disturb Krishna or you have come here to serve Krishna? And Prabhupada asked in the lecture, you have come here to disturb Krishna or you have come to serve Krishna? Putana was not breastfeeding Krishna? Putana? Huh? Was that the breastfeeding? Was he really breastfeeding? Killing. It was dangerous. It was dangerous. So the activities we do in Krishna consciousness, even including japa, In the 8th canto of Bhagavatam, there is a description of Namuchi. Namuchi, you heard? What, Namuchi?
Demon.
Namuchi is a demon. He worship Vishnu. They worship Vishnu. usually demon, they don't worship Vishnu. But Namuchi and his associates, they were 6. They worship Vishnu. But are they devotees? Our activities become devotional service when they are consciously offered to Krishna for his pleasure. It is then our activity becomes devotional service. By your great fortune, you have established an unexcelled standard of pure devotion for the Lord. Uttama Sloka. A standard even the sages can hardly attain. This is Uddhava realization upon seeing the gopis. Uddhava said, this is realization. Yeah, bhakti is very different from all other types of bhakti. Yes, we have seen different categories of devotees all over. Whatever, I've seen all. He knows the devotion of the Dwarka Vasis, Mathura Vasis, and now he sing Vrindavan Vasis, the Braj Vasis. He sing their devotion. He said, their devotion I have not seen anywhere. Uddhava himself has a very bitter experience in Dwarka. He lamented seriously the situation of Dwarka Vasis. That's in the 3rd canto. He felt that Dwarka Vasis minimizes Krishna. They didn't know Krishna's position because of their family relationship. Yes. That was, he lamented seriously. Now he came to Vrindavan and he's seeing. Your bhakti is different from all the other types. The term Prabharatita established indicate that the gopis brought to this world the most excellent anuttama standard of pure love for God that was previously unknown on earth. The gopis, they brought it from Goloka here. Don't forget, we already mentioned that the gopis who came with Krishna, they brought this level of bhakti. They want they brought it here to converse. Do you want to enjoy? This is it. Not this thing you are doing. Give them up and come here. That is what they're doing. It's not bad. They tested it themselves and they invite us to join. Whatever continue. However, following in the footsteps of your spontaneous devotional service. With attachment will be spread as a practice in the future. This is for the good fortune of the people in general. You see? They make advert. It's an advert. This process will follow later. We are going to hear about them. People are going to hear about this quality of bhakti that the gopis exhibited. As we are hearing the quality of the bhakti. It's not comparable to any other type of worship. The bhakti is 100% saturated with affection. It's fully saturated with affection. They are not practitioners, accomplished devotees. So Dhamma said, you have established super excellent system of worship that has never been known in the whole world. And from now onward, people will follow this process. Worshipping Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he confirmed that, right? Chaitanya confirmed that, right? The system of love the gopis showed to Krishna cannot be compared. And nobody has ever done that before. It's only the gopis. The gopis that came with Krishna, came from here. Those who are recruited, you understand? Recruits. From here, they would join from here. We'll practice it here. We'll practice it here. And attain perfection here. By joining Krishna. Before going back to Godhead. Final touch. When one attain pure love of Godhead, you not go back directly to Godhead. You have to join Krishna where he's having his present pastimes. We join there as a final one. We join there and perfect everything completely. Final touch. Like painting. Final. After painting. Like how beautiful bead bags painted by Dhira. Beautiful. And Tejaswini Radhika, beautiful painting. Very nice. Sweet. One day I carried the bead bag with a beautiful painting in the temple room. I was chanting like this, so it was here. And one devotee saw it and got stuck. She couldn't move and stand there. Until people started shouting, Mataji, Mataji, Mataji! First she looked back and gave way. She was stuck there looking at the beauty. Beauty. It's very sweet. Because final, so fresh, very sweet. That is a system of worship the gopis introduced. First class. By your great fortune, you have left your sons, husbands, bodily comfort, relatives, and homes in favor of the Supreme Male, who is known as Krishna. Rupa Goswami defined this devotion as devotional service. Anya bila sita sunyam kiana karma anabritam anu kulena Krishna anu shilanam bhakti uttam. Bhakti uttam. What is uttam bhakti? When uttam bhakti descend, you see karma gyan adi they are zero. Sunyam, zero. When bhakti, supreme prema is there, there's nothing else exists in the life but Krishna. So we see and the gopis abandon everything. That is the symptom of pure love. There is nothing but Krishna. Only Krishna. Only Krishna. It's only Krishna. Nothing else exists. So whoever said, it is my good fortune that you have given up your sense of possessiveness towards your husbands, homes, and families, and accepted the Supreme Male named Krishna as your enjoyer. Now I am learning. The purpose whatever came to Vrindavan is being revealed to him. I'm learning everything. This is my fortune. I can see what is pure love of Godhead. I didn't see this in Dwarka. What I'm seeing here, I have not seen it anywhere in Dwarka. I didn't see it in Mathura. It's not even in Vaikuntha. What is happening here is not there in Vaikuntha. It's only here. Yes. It is my fortune. I'm seeing the fortune. Yeah, pure love for Krishna is exceptional. It's exceptional. It is never seen anywhere or practiced by anyone except you, the gopis. Distya putran patin dehan swas janan pavanani cha hitwan vrinita yuyam jat Krishna kem purusham param. You have rightfully claimed the privilege of unalloyed love for the transcendental Lord. O most glorious gopis, indeed, by exhibiting your love for Krishna in separation from him, you have shown me great mercy. The gopis replied to whatever. How is it fortunate for you that we have given up wealth and family to accept Krishna, the Supreme Male? Whatever answers in this verse. Pure love for Krishna, who cannot be perceived by the material senses, that Hokshaje, is very rarely attained. You, however, the gopis, have wholeheartedly love for Krishna, which is perfectly complete and manifest in all its true aspects. In other words, you possess Mahabhav, just as the sun spreads to all by transference of heat, and the moon spreads itself to all people by transference of coolness. So Mahabhav spread itself to all people by transference of its own nature. Whatever said, Mahabhav is a seventh level of Krishna prema, and it manifests in you, gopis, and in no one else, not even Lakshmi. What is it like? It is a special privilege, Krita Adhikar, which has been given by Krishna to you women alone and no one else. By your manifestation of love in separation, you have mercifully shown me all the various aspects of Mahabhav, such as Chitra Jalpa and Divyomada. If you had not experienced separation from Krishna, he would have never sent me here, and I would never have seen this great wonder. In this way, Uddhava described the extent of his good fortune. Hare Krishna. Any comments or questions?
Does our bhakti grows in Golok also, like, does our rasa change in Golok, like when we go back? When we go back to Goloka, does the rasa change, like if we are practicing in Shastra or something, does it grow along?
There is no mistake. No mistake in Goloka. One does not jump from here and there. We don't jump here and there. Everything is perfectly arranged. You are a gopi, you are a gopi. You are a gopa, you are a gopa. You are Manjari, you are Manjari. Kinkari, you are Kinkari. And everyone is satisfied in their position. Nobody envy each other. That doesn't exist. Nobody they feel superior. Oh, okay, I'm inferior to this. I made a mistake. I will have. Okay, let me go back and do and study more. MBA. Huh? MBA. So then I can get 1 lakh rupee a month. It doesn't work like that. Everything is all sweet. It's all sweet that is there. All sweet. Even the grass doesn't feel inferior. Even the grass, who are in Santa Ras, they don't feel inferior.
What does it
The peacock will not compete with the cuckoos. And, other beings or other animals, they don't compete. Because everything there is in full sweet existence. The existence is sweet. Very sweet.
So, does it mean like we'll imbibe the mood of the spiritual master, or is it something like that? Because if our mood, like, if our position is fixed there, then our spiritual master also like will imbibe the qualities of him, like.
Yes. In Goloka we have Suteswari. Suteswaris are the spiritual masters. Every group has a leader. There's a leader. There's nothing just random, well organized.
What does it mean by consciously offering? Consciously offering to Krishna.
Conscious?
Consciously. We have to consciously offer.
Yes. When we consciously offer our activities to Krishna for his enjoyment, that is bhakti. That is when our service or services becomes devotional. So what is conscious? What is conscious offering? Or is it a question? Conscious offering is you are deliberately offering this thing. You are sure, you know what you're doing, that I'm doing this for Krishna's enjoyment. That is the reason why I'm doing this. It is not for anything else. It is just to please Krishna alone that I'm doing this. And it is done in that way. That is conscious offering. That is conscious. So we continue from 28. 28. All right?
So we go to Goloka and then we will be there in a group, under our spiritual master.
Yes.
So our rasa will be also similar to his rasa. Like if we, let's say, a spiritual master, let's say he is a gopi, then we will also be in a similar position. Or it can be different, like we can be some animal or anything.
Yes. The quality of our bhaktis which we practice manifest a certain attraction that we have for a particular pure devotee. That will qualify us to where we will be. And where we enter, that is where we're going to be. That's group, that's where we'll be. it is also a conscious action. We know what we are desiring, what we are after. So we get that.
Like what we are after, like right now, we will be clear on like how we will be clear. We are at the very beginning stage. We don't know which rasa we will be aspiring on.
There's no foolishness there. You know everything. There's no foolishness there. Foolish person doesn't go there. Everything will be clear.
So it will become clear as we will advance.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Buddha.
Hare Krishna.
In this connection to this lines, we know, I don't know much, but we know that, for example, Madhavendra Puri in the spiritual world is a Kalpavriksha. So it seems he's established in Shantaras, but he's bringing to this material world the highest aspiration, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why he took this sampradaya. Then Mahaprabhu take that and looks like transform it into the Madhurya Ras with the position, the exalted position of the gopis. It's just a commentary. And then I remember Adipurusha Prabhu in Govardhan retreat. He was explaining that we have certain aspirations and we should develop certain desires in order to achieve our goal to go back to Godhead. And it's not that when we come to the spiritual world, at the entrance, someone is noting, who are you? Jagat Nivas. Okay, Jagat Nivas, you are a blade of grass in the spiritual world. Wow. Oh no, I didn't want that. It's not that you get there, you get something that you're not expecting, or it's cultivated from here. And even if that happened, he was explaining also that first of all, you don't get something that you're not expecting. And secondly, there is not one manifestation of what you can do in the spiritual world. Even if you're a blade of grass, and also you have the desire to serve in other ways, you have the chance to do that.
All right, thank you. Something more?
You said that are we here for disturbing Krishna or serving Krishna? So like, are we here for disturbing Krishna or serving Krishna? So how do we know whether we are disturbing or serving? And also like it is said that reject everything Krishna said and surrender to him. That also means like he's telling that you depend on me. In a way we are going to him with our problems, and also in a way disturbance is there. Yes. We are disturbing also, and who is not to disturb. So.
What is the question?
Question is, how do we know if you are disturbing? But also I think Krishna says, "Na, give up all religions and surrender to me."
Like we are going to Krishna with also our problem, sharing our problem, our weakness, our protection. So it is also like disturbing because same time we are disturbing.
Oh, okay. That is different. I'm explaining my difficulties to you. That is not a disturbance. Disturbance is different. When we act contrary to the principle here, that is disturbance. It's a different thing, not the same.
We serve through the medium of spiritual master.
The spiritual master is pleased and Krishna is pleased. If he is displeased, Krishna is displeased. It's very simple calculation.
Yeah. Thank you. And by the way, it is not there, it is here. Disturbing Krishna is here, not there. they cannot carry any nonsense thing there. She will not disturb. It is here. That the Prabhupada is asking the question.
And point was like, in what way we are disturbing Krishna?
Hmm?
He was asking, in what way I am disturbing Krishna every day.
We should know what is disturbing. You don't know? If you are not chanting Sisiran, you are disturbing. You are not chanting Sisiran, you are disturbing. If you are not keeping the great principle, you are disturbing. If you don't join 2 o'clock japa, you are disturbing. You are disturbing. Right. Right. If you're doing something which is right, that's okay. Yes.
Thank you, Swami. Today I was reading about Avdut Brahman and he tells about Python. So Python is just lying, whatever food comes, he takes. Otherwise, he is not endeavoring. In purport, and so that is written. This means we are active in bhakti, but we are not active for material sense gratification. So my question is that as a person who is working and everything, much of my time goes in worldly endeavor. And say, so I was just thinking, is there any practical implementation here for me? Can I just sit all day, chant, read, and everything will be maintained? Like, how is it? Can I apply the Python?
Yes. You don't have examples? Many. Many. The hunter that the money told him, break your bone, arrows and throw away. What happened? What profession that the money gave to him? Chapa. And what happened? He got everything. He was sitting in one place. He didn't go for donation here. One place. The prostitute Haridas Thakur asked to chant. What happened to her? It's in one place, he was still sitting and chanting. What happened? The whole world was coming to offer business to her. Everything she needed all came in one place. She didn't go anywhere, no flowers to collect donation, zero. Sit in one place, do bhakti, everything will happen. Any devotee who sincerely serve Lord Krishna without ulterior motive will have everything necessary for his maintenance. Everything. We are unnecessarily disturbing ourselves because we have no faith in Krishna. So you mean Krishna will give me money to pay my rent? If I simply sit down and chant Hare Krishna? Yes! As it has happened, shall she continue to happen? Because it's the same thing, the same person, the same process. It has happened before, it will happen again. Why not? We have mentioned many times that we should make a history of Krishna consciousness repeat in our lives. We should do it. There are many more. Right? I don't see otherwise. I have listened to devotees complaining, Swami, I'm a poor Swami, and this. I never introduced myself as poor Swami, and I would never do that. Is this poverty? I'm asking you, your life, is it poverty?
Palace.
Huh?
Palace.
So I'm a poor Swami with this facility. See all my facilities.
Italian marble.
Yes. Is poverty? Huh? Why do we have eye to see? What do we see? Why can't we see what is happening?
Bit like.
Hmm?
It will like.
Yeah, so see my bead bag is so attractive everywhere. Right?
How to get to that level of faith where we can.
You pay the price. You have to pay the price.
Yes.
Prabhupada mentioned in chapter 6, a few verses, the first day we're going through it in the Bhakti Sastra class. One who rigidly follows this process must meet with success. That is sure. That is sure. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told Srivas Pandit, do you remember that verse I spoke, 922? Have you forgotten the verse? I spoke 500 years ago, 5,000 years ago. Have you forgotten? What is the qualification? Worship me with exclusive devotion, Ananya Bhakti. Everything you need, I will provide them. Everything. And Krishna did not say, everything you need, I will give to you. Krishna didn't say that. He said, I will supply all the things you need and do what? And do what? Huh? Preserve. Preserve means what? What is preservation? Maintain. I will stay there. Krishna said, I will stay with you that just your wealth will never finish. Try to understand the word Krishna is using. Preserved. You will remain inexhaustible. That's what Krishna said. It is happening. I have told devotees in West Africa, all our temples doesn't have any source of income. None of our temples have a source of income. But look at the amount, the amount of money spent every month. The devotee say, how you get it? Eh? How do you get it? Your father send you money? How do you get the money? None of our temple have any source of income. None. Yes. And we don't have big donors that you can just call and bring you millions. We struggle to get them, and this is there. And nobody wake up one day and feel, what are we going to eat tomorrow? What? Nobody feel like that. It is zero. And the temple is going on. look at the amount of money we spend the whole day, a month. What do you calculate and see? But where does this money come from? You make all these expenses. And nobody is afraid that what's going to happen tomorrow. That fear is not there. That's how we exist in West Africa. At least what I see with my physical eyes, not the spiritual one, at least physical eyes. Huh? Oh, ye men of little faith! That is a problem. No faith is a problem.
The temple president in Buenos Aires, he told me this story after COVID time, because the temple was not able to produce anything to maintain themselves. Then the electricity bill came. So the temple president someone just left, so this temple president was just put there. So he was like, what to do? There's no way to bring in money. So he came with the bill to go Ermitage. He said, look, look, when I was doing this, he got a call. Hare Krishna Prabhu, I was trying to contact you. I have a donation for you. And it was the exact money of the bill.
Yes. It is happening. It is happening. See?
It's a test. We have to put the faith.
A faith in Krishna. We should depend on Krishna. That is not there. But Sri Samasa taught all these things. Because his own life. He taught us all these things in his own life. The same thing happened in Gitanagiri. $35,000. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have $35,000 to pay. So he was thinking, well, I'm going to get him to pay this. Yeah, he paid to the deity. So he does arati every day. So he doing the arati, he told the deity we have no money to pay. And very soon, the bill is over. We have no money. The deity told him, ask Mr. Henry. He doesn't know who is Henry. Ask Mr. Henry, he will give you the money. So when he came up from the altar, he asked His Holiness Chandamoli Maharaj, did you hear what the deity said? He said, I didn't hear it. So I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything. So the deity said, I should ask Henry. Who knows? Chandamoli Maharaj said, that is Henry there. See him there. So let's go to him. And he went to him. He came with the exact amount of money. And he gave to, said he paid the bill. These are not something 5,000 years ago or 500 years ago. We are talking about something now. Something now. Something now. Now. When would this happen, Prabhu? Last year. Last year. Not 500 years. Just last year. Should I tell you my own numerous? Should I start to count my own? No, I'm not telling you. Mine is unlimited. Let me not tell you. Unlimited. Long list. Even to the present. Hare Krishna. Shiman Bhagavatam Kija. Srila Prabhupada Kija. Continue to work.